Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Wednesday, January 29th, 2025. Let's find out what is going on the economic calendar today. Let's just make our data releases important and more, and medium important and high important. There you go. This is how you do it. And it looks like what do we have here is very particular. Monetary policy meeting minutes from Japan had been published overnight. Then we got some data from the Australia. CPI data from Australia were published during the Asian session. CPI is down from 2.8% to 2.4%. So a little bit slash in the CPI in Australia. JFK, German consumer climate in Germany is deteriorating more than expected. The previous reading was minus 21.4. Now actual reading is minus 22.4, 1 point lower. We are still waiting for the German 10-year bond auction scheduled for release at 11:30, and then we got first interest rate decision. Bank of Canada interest rate decision is scheduled for release at 3:45. Before that, we got the Bank of Canada monetary policy report statement and rate statement. Then we got good trade balance and retail inventories excluding auto, and Bank of England Governor Bailey speech. All of this is between 2:30 and 3:15. At 4:30, we got the Atlanta Fed GDP now. Then we have a Bank of Canada press conference. Then we have the crude oil inventory scheduled for is at 4:30. Everything is going on 4:30. And then the main event of the week, even month, the FOMC interest rate decision. FOMC statement and FOMC press conference, which means Fed press conference. 30 minutes later, so 8 o'clock, interest rate decision and statement. 30 minutes later, press conference, and this will be the major event during which the market participants expect the Fed to keep the interest rate at the level of 4.5%. Any decision different than this, cut or hike, will be considered very violate. Definitely we will take a look at the US dollar situation today, and that's why we are going straight on to the charts, and we are start with euro dollar. So the euro dollar doesn't do much after retracing almost 38% of the last swing down, and that's the reason is because we are waiting for the interest rate decision, right? So the volatility is very low. Momentum at the level of 47, 48, so roughly at the neutral level. The market broke below this demand zone, very nice demand zone that used to be a very strong supply zone. Now is consolidating just below this level. Any cut in Fed, right, from 4.52, basically any level, 4.0, 4.25, doesn't matter, would likely be a sell-off of the euro buying dollar because it's cheaper. On the other hand, any dovish statements, it's bearish for euro dollar. Any hawkish statement are bullish for euro dollar. Any interest rate increase, which is very low probable, however it might happen, you never know. So if there is a rate hike, it's very bullish for the euro dollar and bearish for the dollar whatsoever. Let's take a look at the US dollar index, because this is very interesting what is going on here. Now we are below the trend line. That's very important. That's a very nice trend line here. We retraced how much? We retraced over 2%, way over 2%. Right now we retraced roughly, well, almost 3%. Let me just get my magnet so we can have it to the pip. There you go, 2.91. So retrace, I mean, we deteriorated. Then we have the bullish engulfing pattern. Let me just zoom in. Then we have the bullish engulfing pattern, movement to the upside, and now we are trading just above the technical support at 107.71, 107.55. So This is still a waiting game on the US dollar index. A waiting game means that the bulls and bears are waiting for the decision. Volatility is low, roughly limited to the recent local highs, 108.02, 107.72. Everyone is waiting for the interest rate decision from the Fed. The momentum is neutral as well, so we can see here 51 1 points. So we are still waiting for the data release, the major one, which is the interest rate decision. Now, the biggest correction during the up move was minus 2.45. Now it's minus 2.91. So this movement here is the beginning of the different cycle. So that cycle to the upside, let me just zoom out again. That cycle to the upside started in September 2024 from the levels of 100 towards 110 is now completed, right? And we are starting some kind of a correction. Let's see how that will work out. Now, S&P 500, what we've done, not much. However, we are still moving higher. After the sell-off towards the level of 5,914, we got a bounce. Momentum is strong, roughly 60 points. And we are narrowing the level of 6,093. So sooner or later we will hit this level, and maybe we will break towards the bigger, higher level, basically, right, on the S&P 500 here. Very nice setup to the upside. The 4-hour chart of the NASDAQ, the technology index, is looking very well, because we got this recent sell-off, very drastic sell-off, very dynamic and aggressive sell-off towards the level of 20,598. So there is the technical support and the local swing low. There is a major swing low which is located here. Again, it's a green one. 20,476 points that has not been violated, right? We got this level here. Let me just copy it so you can see. There you go. So that's the level here, and now we got, of course, pin bar. Then we have a test of the 100 periods moving average, and then we have a breakout to the upside. So we have a clearly defined range. 21,907 is the technical resistance. There is one more level here, 21,831. Now we retraced very, very strongly to the upside from the extremely oversold conditions back towards the level of 56 points, and we are back in the game. The bulls are back in the game here. If today they will break above this level here, 21,674, the outlook will be definitely bullish for the market participants, all right? And definitely we should pay attention what will happen on the NASDAQ. So this is the NASDAQ 100, and the last but not least is the Bitcoin. For our chart of the Bitcoin is showing us a test, a very, very significant test of the trend line. We said yesterday that there was one test here, okay, then there was the second test, but that's for sure the touch, the hit of this black trend line. We have a sell-off a little bit here. I mean, maybe not a sell-off, a pullback or correction. Then we have 1, 2, 3 candles that are green. Momentum is 51 points. If there is any good news related to the technology or a Bitcoin, the market will explode above $106,000. So let me just mark this level. 107,229 is the next target, and then we are just narrowing the all-time high at 110,000. So please keep an eye on the Bitcoin. It's looking bullish. The bulls are still trying to move higher. If they break above the level of 50 for good, and if they enter the positive territory, we might have a very nice spike to the upside on the Bitcoin. Please remember, Fed interest rate decision today at 8 o'clock. The market expectations are that the Fed will leave the interest rate at the level of 4.5%. That's everything for me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye-bye.